see it, all right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Good morning, America and the rest of the world. Sandra J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian and entertainer, director and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. I'm trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section because I enjoy checking out the feedback that you give me from these videos that I make. Now, if you are a detractor and it is your nature to detract, I encourage you to do so. But just know, if you get carried away while disagreeing with me, I want to get you. I'm the troll's troll, and trolling me will not be tolerated. With that said, I just want to do a brief video on Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Personally, I am appalled by this. This is dysfunction in the black community at the highest level imaginable. Will Smith is from my hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I have been a staunch Will Smith advocate throughout the years. However, over the past few years, I've been very unhappy with my fellow Philadelphian. First and foremost, I don't care how liberal our society gets. A father from Philadelphia, born in 1968, raised by old school parents. We don't sign off on our son walking around with dresses on. It's just not something we sign off on. We respect the fact that our son might lean toward an alternate lifestyle. We love him nonetheless, but we don't sign off on that. We got old school values and we have old school expectations from our children. And if our children disappoint us, we don't like it, but we love them nonetheless. Second, Will Smith and Jada admittedly have a liberal lifestyle when it comes to their marriage. Now, I don't know for sure whether they're swingers or not, but they're into some wild, off-key alternative lifestyle, which, again, people from our generation, we look sideways at that kind of behavior. Then we turn around and Jada Smith, or Jada Pinkett Smith, ends up sleeping with some young guy, one of her students or somebody she's grew. I don't really keep up with it because it's embarrassing. And as a Will Smith fan, I am embarrassed that my fellow Philadelphian has espoused so much of this weirdness. But nevertheless, his wife Jada starts creeping with the young boy, and then she embarrasses him on national TV. Now, keeping it 100, how could any woman born during the time that Jada was born honestly respect a father who isn't stern about his son walking around in dresses? Jada just didn't respect Will, and she embarrasses Will on national TV talking about sleeping with the young boy. It's the alternative lifestyle that Will has espoused as a man. You have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And now, what is this latest debacle? Chris Rock, in the spirit of roasting, he gets on stage and he makes some remarks. I'm not sure what he did or what he said. I'm just finding out about it moments ago. But my point is, in the spirit of roasting, Chris Rock gets up there and does what many comedians have done for years. Jesus Christ, I could imagine if Don Rickles would have been on that stage talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. But my point is, Will Smith gets up on stage and he lays hands on Chris Rock.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
And as a comedian, I am appalled. But as a black man, I'm even more appalled at Will Smith because you know why? Just say for the sake of the conversation, if that would have been a Don Rickles, a Bill Burr, a Joe Rogan, or any other white comedian, Will Smith would not have done that.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
If that would have been a Corey Holcomb or a Cedric the Entertainer or a D.L. Hughley, Will Smith would not have done that. And to me, this is black dysfunction at the highest level because Will Smith has always purported himself as a stand-up, dignified guy, and Chris Rock is a stand-up, dignified guy. And now you have Will Smith laying hands on Chris Rock. That's equivalent to Jesse Jackson getting on stage and smacking Al Sharpton. That's how prominent these two figures are in the black community. And again, black dysfunction at the highest level imaginable, perpetuated by Will Smith, a guy who has been nothing but a positive image in the black community for many years. So this is what I'm thinking about. And I just felt the need, for the sake of clout chasing, first and foremost, but also for the sake of spreading a positive message to the youth to say something about this. Now, as I close this message out, I want to say to my fellow comedian, Chris Rock, Chris, you need to press full charges on Will Smith's punk ass and you need to sue him for every fucking dime that he has because what he did to you was totally out of character. And as a fellow comedian and as a fellow black man, I am appalled that Will Smith would commit such a heinous and cowardly act against you, Chris Rock. And what Will Smith did, it was so disingenuous. Now, Chris Rock was behaving in the spirit of roasting. And when a person is roasting other people, they sometimes say some things that are mean and hurtful, but for the most part, they are true. And again, Will Smith showed a total breakdown in integrity. And after he laid hands on Chris, he had the unmitigated gall to sit back in his seat and say like he's a showing up tough guy, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Well, he didn't say to that kid that was banging Jada, keep your dick out of my wife. He didn't say to his son, and keep that dress off your back because you're a young man, you're not a young girl. But he gonna smack Chris and say, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. It was so cowardly because again, I know a number of white comedians, had they did the same thing, Will Smith would have sat his black ass in that chair and he would have grinned and bared it. This is, again, I can't stress enough, this is dysfunction at the highest level imaginable. And again, as a black man, I'm embarrassed. As a comedian, I am incensed.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
So, with that said, folks, I'm done with it. Bam!
A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground.